All right, it's Thursday morning. It is July 10th, and we have a new court order putting a nationwide injunction on Donald Trump's executive order limiting birthright citizenship. This comes from a federal judge in New Hampshire. This nationwide injunction is consistent with the Supreme Court's recent ruling because this judge certified a class in a class action case, which is a carve-out that the Supreme Court specifically mentioned was still available under its recent order limiting lower court judges to issue nationwide injunctions. The Supreme Court said that remedy of class action is still available to plaintiffs, and that is what happened here. A federal judge on Thursday has again barred Donald Trump's administration from enforcing his executive order limiting birthright citizenship across the United States. Again, this was done in a class action case. This judge certified a class of plaintiffs and issued a nationwide injunction on that basis. This is U.S. District Judge Joseph LaPlante in Concord, New Hampshire. He made his ruling after he granted class action status in a lawsuit that immigrant rights advocates had filed seeking to represent any newborn babies whose citizenship status would be threatened by the implementation of Trump's directive. LaPlante agreed that the plaintiffs could proceed as a class, which permitted him to issue a new and effective nationwide injunction against Trump's executive order on birthright citizenship. The question of whether or not to issue a nationwide injunction was not a close call, quoting the judge. He said, noting that children could be deprived of U.S. citizenship if Trump's order took effect. That's irreparable harm. Citizenship alone, he said. It's the greatest privilege that exists in the world. The judge is going to stay his ruling for 7 days to allow the Trump administration to appeal. He has not issued a written decision yet, but he will do so by the end of today, Thursday, July 10th. So I'll be looking forward to that. The White House did not immediately respond to a request for comment. And although Trump and his administration had hailed the recent Supreme Court ruling as a huge majority, I will note that somebody who I follow very closely, George Conway, I saw him on CNN going head-to-head with another legal expert, and he was like, you still have class action cases. The court specifically stated in its ruling that class action certification and this type of a remedy, a nationwide injunction, is still available in class action cases. And that has been proven true today. So I said the same thing at the time. A lot of people said that I was wrong, and a lot of people, including that other legal expert on live TV, told George Conway that he was wrong, and that this was the end of the rule of law in the United States. So, granted, it's still a shitty ruling. It's an absolutely terrible ruling for any multitude of reasons, but the ACLU and other groups were prepared for it. They expected that kind of a ruling, and they already had their class action pleadings prepared and ready to go, and they filed them in multiple jurisdictions immediately after receiving that Supreme Court ruling. And today, there's a brand new and effective nationwide injunction against Donald Trump's executive order limiting birthright citizenship, because they did it through a class action case, which was specifically carved out as still an available remedy by the Supreme Court in their recent decision. So this is great news.